Oh my goodness. Hi, welcome, welcome. So this video almost didn't happen. I was going to fix my novel with Scrivener. However, Scrivener apparently uses so much of your desktop and your saving folder that I had to delete over 6,000 video and what do you call it? Project property. I don't know. I had to delete over 6,000 documents from my cloud, not just my computer, from my cloud. And I have a terabyte on my cloud, but it would not process it at all. And then I had to re-download it. That was my entire day on Monday. So I was like, what am I doing? I've promised to go live and I haven't figured this out. So what I did was I looked for other products. So while I am going to look at Scrivener because I finally got it to work, I want to show you some other products that I found that I'm equally, if not more excited about. And you should stick around because one of these is free. So stick around for that. And I'll tell you which one I think I'm going to go with to actually finish my novel. But let's look at Scrivener, yeah? So I'll share my screen. Screen. Yeah. All right. Cool. So Scrivener. All right. Cool. Can you see that? Can you see that on your screen? Share. Yes. Yes. Share. Cool. All right. Fantastic. So here we go. So here is, I finally got it. I stayed up late last night to get it all in here. So the screenshots of Scrivener, for one, did not look like this. But what I liked about this was that I can move things around rather easily. That was fantastic. And my command, well, actually, no, that command doesn't work in here. But I can move things around, which is fantastic. Now you can see I've done all these summaries, which I find extremely helpful. I got that from the free program. I got that idea from the free program and from the other program I'm going to look at. Scrivener doesn't do that, and that was a bit frustrating for me. And so when I finally got into Scrivener, I'm like, why aren't you doing this thing that I want you to do? At least there are lots of features I haven't explored. So maybe it does somewhere, and please don't hate in the comments if you found a way to do it, but I found a way to do it that I am really excited about. So I want to share it with you. So I created a summary template. This is the dyslexia font, which is great for us dyslexics, and which Scrivener automatically added, which I really enjoyed. So I've created this little template. You can grab that link below. I've got one even if you're not using Scrivener, just for Word. But I based this off the other programs that I was using that I couldn't find in Scrivener. And then, because I've already written my novel, so if you were here in November, you'll know that I wrote a novel and I won NaNoWriMo, which was amazing, but I made a great big mess. I made a great big mess. So I got to tidy it up. But I need to be able to identify my scenes really quickly. So what I did was I created this template for ChatGPT, and then I did this, and I popped in my template in here, and then go back to Scrivener, and I go to the scene that needs editing. So if I go this one, that's just a holding place. So this one, you see I've got nothing. Well, maybe we won't do that. We'll do this one. Oh my goodness, I got a whole bunch of like really, I got some spicy stuff coming. So this is an asexual romance. All right. Yeah, see, this has all this stuff here. I've already done these ones. I'm gonna find one that isn't too risque. Yeah, okay. So grab the text for this scene, and then I'll go back over to Chatbot. Pop the scene in. Underneath that template, I've already popped in, remember? So then I put it in here, and then it, oops. Wow, that happens if you kind of sit in here a little too long and you don't refresh. Just copy that whole thing I just did. Yay, fun live. So while we're waiting for that, I'll tell you that the two other programs that I have been using are Novel Factory and yWriter7. yWriter7 is the free program, and the interface isn't quite as sexy as the other two, but it's free. And it does almost everything I want it to do. So we see this, because of my template and I've popped in that scene, chat has done this. Now this happens sometimes because chat thinks I'm copying information from a novel. So I've just been giving feedback to chat on that. But this is why I added into my template this phrase. So you can look back here at my chat GPT template. I added in the phrase, please note, this is all my own work, 100% original. I wrote this in November 2022. Please provide the above feedback on this scene. And for the most part, I do get sometimes my text in red, but it usually gives me my text, which is awesome. So head down to the bottom. So I like to put the title, Chocolate and Vibrators. That's a fun title for my scene. So that's the chat GPT title. So what I do is I'll go back to my scene. Does anyone remember which scene I was looking at? Because I just kind of picked a random one, didn't I? It was a chat. Bloggers are chatting about something. Brainstorming, that's what it was. That's what I had called it. Because chat wasn't working, it stopped working last night. No, that wasn't it. Because that one has a, okay, how does it start? I walked into a tiny meeting room. All right. Is that how my scene started? Idea for video was how it started. So that's the one I need to find. Back to Scrivener. So these are placeholders. I did a lot of placeholders. No. There it is. Ideas for video. All right. So we'll call that Chocolate and Vibrators. And so then I take, so I've got the title in my fun red text because it thinks that it's copyrighted. And then I've got my characters. So obviously CS has pulled out the main character. That means I don't mention her name in this scene. And it's first person, so I don't know that it's necessary, but it is something I'm thinking about. And this is another reaction scene. Now, one thing that this has shown me is that I'm writing a lot of reaction scenes in this, which I'm not thrilled about, which means my main character is reacting. So that's a problem I need to find. And I'm also a little bit annoyed that I'm going to have to read all this text. So while I really, really love this template that I'm using and how it's working for me, and then you can see, I'll be able to see that up here in Scrivener. I'll be able to see that I've got all these ones that I haven't done yet. And I'll be able to move it around, which is fun. But it's and the template's really great for that, but it's not, I'm not loving that when it this is how it shows up. It's not, as I said, particularly sexy. So I'm going to close that up. I'm going to show you the free one. So this is a free one, and you can see this is how far I got. I didn't get quite as far as I did with Scrivener because I was doing this while I was waiting for Scrivener to try and figure itself out. But what I love about these is see, it does a lot of the stuff automatically, which is really fantastic. So the details, you can see it's got, if it were an action scene, it would just go goal, conflict, outcome. And it's a reaction scene, so it does that. That's kind of cool. And then it has this plot or subplot. What I don't love about this is that it's an either or situation. It has this relevance thing down here, which you saw that I got in that chat downloadable. I've got that as well in there to give me this information, and just, you know, from the AI's perspective. So it's not my version of it, it's the AI telling me, which gives me kind of an idea of where I'm at, which is really great. Writing a romantic comedy, so it should be funny. I would like my quality to be at least a little bit higher, and I think that every time I do a rewrite, I'll do that. And this is a second edit. It attaches my characters over, which I really enjoyed, and my locations, which I really enjoyed. And there's lots of stuff that I haven't used here, you can see. And this is a free one. You can support the, you can support the creator, which I highly recommend doing, but it is free. So that's great. But as you can see, the interface isn't particularly sexy. So that isn't, super fun. However, all right, let's refresh chat because it looks like it's going to get cranky with me for overusing it. Yeah, don't show me that again. Got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so those two were not exactly what I wanted. They weren't exactly, hi, Emma. Hi. Oh, good to see you. Yeah, so those two weren't doing what I wanted them to do. So in the interim, I found a web-based one called the Novel Factory, which was super great. So I decided that I would give that a go with you live while I'm doing it. So I'm going to use that same template with ChatGPT, but you can see this one is really fantastic in that it's like when you look, like this is the plot, you can choose a template or you can just do nothing. So I'm going to do a universal actually. And I can generate an auto template. I can do a romance or whatever. And it just like adds it like that. Isn't that fantastic? It does it automatically. I love that. And I can move stuff around, and I can edit things in here, and I can do the weather and the time, and I can add characters. And when I add my characters, this is fantastic. I just love this. Like when I add my characters, so I add my main character, Lissy. She's my MC. I can add an image, which is super fun. So I have chosen an image of Lissy, actually, because she's the inspiration for the name. So Lissy's a singer, which I think is kind of fun as well. And then I just add her. Oop. And then when I go to my manuscript, I can connect her. So I can see who's here. So the point of view character is Lissy because I'm writing in the first person. This is so much, I just love this. This is so much fun. And then she's just there. It's fantastic. I love this. And look at this. Like I can do goal and decision cycle. So you can see, so if I do like that template that I showed you, which Google or ChatGPT will give you this automatically when you use that template. And I've put a link to that template below. And like I said, I've got the Scrivener version of it there, but you can also just use it in Word. So you can use it with any of these programs, which I really like. And then I can just pop that in. So if we go back here and you can see, like, it's kind of messy, but watch. So this is a reaction. And just pop it in there. And it's actually Lissy. Because I don't mention Lissy in this scene, ChatGPT couldn't identify it. And the dilemma, let's see. Yeah. What's great about this is what I'm going to do once I've done all this and I've put it all in, I'm going to be able to see all these reaction scenes. Oops. Should talk and type at the same time. And I'll go, you know what? And if you're wondering what this is, I'm using Grammarly, and I think the link for that is, if not, I'll pop it below in the replay. But like, because I want a goal, I want a conflict, I want a disaster, I want a resolution, I want an incident. This is basically the middle of a scene. And some things that just do this, but most of the time I want filled in. That means scene is incomplete. So I'm going to just pop in this text. This is my version of it. And I can also add, so this is early morning. We know it's early morning in November. I'm using StreamYard to stream this. Morning, November, post-COVID. It was like last November. ChatGPT wrote for me for this scene. Right? Like, I can link all this stuff. It's fantastic. So I can go down here to setting. I'm so excited about this. You have no idea. And part of the reason is not just because this is a particularly sexy interface, but I can not have it. The other two I have to download onto my computer, and I don't have a gaming computer. So my computer doesn't have the speed to use these programs all the time. And maybe you've got a larger computer, but I just have a little laptop. And so I can use these as I can use these as just without having to download any big files. I mean, they do have a downloaded version, which I might try as well. Like I said, I've got a free trial of both Scrivener and Novel Factory right now. And like yWriter7 is free. So I'm doing this all for free. I popped the links below so you can try them out. What I like about Novel Factory and Scrivener is they've allowed me to have these free trials, which means I can kind of play with it. So Novel Factory is a subscription based because it's on the web, and Scrivener is you buy it and you have it. So I think you can get it like a updates at a discount, but you have it, and when they do updates or whatever, you're just going to have to pay for those updates. I think that's how it works, if I understand the terms and conditions. Okay. So if I go back here to my manuscript, this is so much fun. I just love this stuff. I love it. And it's so visual. I'm a real visual person. I don't find Scrivener quite as visual as this. No, I don't want to do that. I want to link. Sorry, I'm learning it. You're learning it with me. So I'm going to create a link here. I think this is how it works. I've only been playing with this. So yeah, let's go. So now I know where they are, which is fantastic. And I like this picture. So yeah, so this is where I live. Oh, actually, I live just outside Lithgow in Hartley, but that's where I've set it because my day job's in hospitality. I do marketing for a hospitality firm, and they one of the big questions we get, because we're a very popular establishment, when we are full, when we can't support anybody anymore, we get the question of why. Like, why are people coming to Lithgow? I was like, because Lithgow's awesome. Like, because this is where I chose to live. I'm Canadian, and I lived in the States, and I lived in multiple locations in Canada, BC, Toronto, Southern Ontario, Northern Ontario, I chose to put down roots in Hartley, New South Wales, which is just outside of Lithgow. My husband owns a bookshop in Lithgow, and I love it here. I love it. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. And so I wanted to write a story where my main character does not appreciate where she lives, because I want to be able to tell why she should. So that's, but I mean, it's a romantic comedy about an asexual character who really just wants to succeed on YouTube. You know, it's a little meta maybe. And she is trying to do that by joining this competition and doing some devious things, and to another YouTuber called Cinderella. And it's based loosely on Cinderella. It's based on the question, why are we okay, so in Cinderella, it always struck me as strange that every woman in the kingdom went and tried on the shoe. I mean, surely some of them knew that they weren't, you know, gonna try, you know, like it wasn't their shoe. Like, surely not every woman who went to the ball lost her shoe. So why did these women try on the shoe? What were they thinking? What was their thought process there? Did they honestly think the prince would recognize the woman he was dancing with that he fell in love with? And maybe he wouldn't. And oh, cool, Gussie, awesome. Yeah, Gussie's saying that she is writing a contemporary romance in a rural Southeast Idaho. And yeah, setting is key in these things, I think. So since I've got you guys here, what would you like to look at in this? What would you like me to have a quick peek at in the Novel Factory? Anything? Yay! Yeah, no, it's cool. And this is one thing I did notice. Now I've just added an overarching automatic plot here, but you can add plot templates, and you can add romance like this, and it will add the templates in. It's fantastic. And then you can, this is why I like it to more than Scrivener. Watch this. So if you got multiple viewpoints, you can add different character viewpoints. I like that. But look at this. This is what I really love. So I've got Atlan's Broken Heart. So, and then I can select a color for it. Oh, this is so much fun. I got to tell you, this is so much fun. And then I can do this, and I can put, but look, it goes beside it. So I can see clearly when things are identified with those plots. And I struggle a lot with subplot. So that moving things around, and you can move things around in here as well. But you can move things around in here. But the fact that I can add my subplots, like let's see, losing her job, means that I can see, and then I can tag them in. So let me pop in a scene. Let's add a new card. Can I add a new card in here? No, I'll add a new card here. This is where I add a new card. Yeah. So I'll add a card here. Where'd it go? Where'd my new card go? Does anybody see it? Oh, you're such a pen and paper girl. I am too. Oh, there they are. All right, so I am too, but Emma, I don't think you understand, Lauren, I don't think you understand how messy my novel was after November. Like, you got at me a little bit. We did that writing session, if you recall, and I was just writing. I wasn't doing any editing. I was just writing. And now it is such a mess that it is daunting and overwhelming. Um, so this, Gussie asked if I'm using the basics. I am using the free version that you have with the free trial. So I only got this yesterday. And I only had a little bit of a play. But I was really trying to get Scrivener to work because I had promised y'all that I was going to do Scrivener, and I felt really compelled to do it. But I was more accessible. Yeah, you did. You did tell me off. And you were right. You were right to tell me off, Lauren, because it is such a mess, and I haven't touched it because it's so daunting. So what this is going to be able to do, which I'm really excited about. Let me, all right. So this scene here, Mark's affair caught on camera. So Mark is the ex-boyfriend. This is an early scene. So I can title the scene. So again, this is ChatGPT using those scene cards that I said. I use that. And so this scene is from Lizzie's point of view. And it's date time. I think I say it's 3 days 3 days after the start of the novel, so 3 days later. So 3 days later, morning. I think it's morning. I'm sure it's morning. She's at work. And the characters in this novel I can add, so that Mark's in this, so I can add a character. I'll have to go there and add a character. But so this scene, this is so exciting. I gotta say, this is so exciting. Okay, so how do I edit this? Edit. Thank you. I'm literally working this out right now. So then I can go, all right, so yeah, we'll save that. And then we'll go to my manuscript and it'll show up over here. This is, oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this. This is so exciting. So it's down here. Go. And what I can do is I can link it. It's still in Lithgow. I can link it to Lithgow. But I can link it to different plots. This is really cool. So how do I do that? I saw that. Okay. Oh man, I saw I could do that. Where did I see you could do that? Link it to something. I want to link it to plots. All right. Well, first of all, I know maybe it's over here I do it. First of all, I know it's not way down here. Can I move it from here? Right. Open scene. Nope, that's not how I do it. Sorry. Oh. Yeah. What's that? Oh, this is cool too. This is something that I found really annoying in Scrivener. I'm sure somewhere in Scrivener it will tell you how long each scene is, but it was not easy to find. So I don't want this to be scene 10 for one thing. I wanted to move it. Now I know I can move these ones. All right, so let's go. All right, Yeah, there we go. I can move it up. So it's going to be after New World. It's going to be, yeah, so New World is my second scene, and this is my third scene. And I want to link it to my plots. Well, maybe I'll do it in here. You guys got any ideas? All right, so where did he go? Okay, where did the scene go? Where'd it go? Anyone see it? Oh, it's over here. Oh, there it is. All right. Oh, it's so funny when you're trying to figure these things out with other people watching you. Feels kind of, you guys are fantastic. I know you can link it because I did it, and then I made a big mess, and so I started again. I cleared it just before because I made a great big mess, and I thought it would be easier to start over. Like silly me. That's a little easier to see what's going on. Is it did I untitle it? I thought I titled it. Okay, so for example, will you move? All right, so I can move them over here for some reason, but yeah, okay, I'm gonna refresh. I'll refresh and come back to that. The thing is, like, especially the mid build, because I basically wrote an entire, I wrote of each other in my document, so I want to interchange them. So this move is key. Do it in novel. In Scrivener, I can only do it for my major plot. I can add my for this in my original draft, but then I made such a mess of it. So I ended up not working. So I just try to figure it out this way. So Gussie says she doesn't see a lot of different script. Anything else? There he is. Maybe what I need to do is do plus one, but for okay, let's save it. Yeah, see, that's the problem with Scrivener. So I like that there is a web-based version of multiple, like, sorry. So like I said, part of my problem that because I'm using StreamYard, well, StreamYard just crashed. So sorry about that. Um, but yes, Gussie's pointing out that there isn't a lot of difference. I am really liking the interface on Novel Factory. I I'm not going to have to continuously delete. Like I was lucky in that I was able to delete a whole lot of video files from old videos that I've done on social media. But the day, um, I'm not going to want to delete all my files all the time. So I had to, even though I've got I've got a terabyte of data. Scrivener just used so much. So I think Scrivener's really, you have a very strong computer. If you've been into the computer store and said, I game Scrivener, I've got a Scrivener. But oh, come on. I've just gone to my roadmap in Novel Factory to find out why because I can link them. And so I'm looking for how to link my plots. So I want to link them. And so I've just gone. So what's really great is, hey, when in doubt, check the roadmap. So is up here, this is the roadmap. And it's way more visual, I think, and really a lot easier to find than Scrivener. When I was going through Scrivener stuff, you just have to basically find the videos, and they're not in any kind of sequential order that I found. That was really helpful. This is really helpful. I like this. So you can do all these different subplots and stuff, but what I want to do is I want to connect them. So how do I link? If I go F and I go link, nope, shoot. That's my thing for everything. Scene blocking, first draft, location, subplots. Yeah, subplots. Cool. Plot outline. Cool. How do I link them? I know what they are. I want to know how to link them, which should be much more helpful. Because I know I can, because I did it before. I just don't remember how I did it. So this is the scene I want to link, but I can't seem to pick it up. This one I can. This is really interesting. Why can't I pick up this scene? Maybe what I'll do is I'll just copy it and add it here. But like this, it's very odd. I can't, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to add them here, not just add them anywhere. That's probably what I need to do. So what I'll do, because for sake of time and your, whatever, is I'm just going to move it. I'm just going to do everything I've already done. I'm just going to do it over. Just start over. That's my solution to everything. Just start again. So I'm just going to add it here. Cool. Oh, that's interesting. It's done it. Huh. Look at, have I just done it? How smart is this thing? Have I duplicated it or have I connected it? All right, now what happens when I go back to my manuscript? Do I have two? Huh. No, I don't. So that's how I do it. Is that seriously how I just did it? All right, so then it's actually not part of the main plot. What happens if I go, oh my goodness, look at this. All right, now do I have, no, look at that. See, I've linked it. This is what I wanted to do. This is fantastic. I love this. I love this so much. I'm so excited. Thank you for sitting with me. Oh, bye, Emma. Well, thank you, Gussie, for sitting with me while I figured that out. That's fantastic. Isn't that fantastic? Now, does Scrivener do that, Gussie? Because Scrivener wouldn't do that for me. Scrivener, I ended up with a great big whole mess, and it was very frustrating. For the most part, yWriter7 did this, but it's all in the back end. And so what I really am excited about this is I can see it. I can just see it there, and I can add all my subplots, and I can see what they're doing. Oh, and then this down the side here, on the left, is all of my scenes. Isn't that oh, I'm so excited about this. This is so exciting. But yeah, so no, you don't think Scrivener does that? Well, this is what I want. This is what I wanted it to do. So Gussie doesn't think that Scrivener does that. I couldn't figure out Scrivener. Scrivener wouldn't do this for me. So this was this is so exciting for me because this is going to do it. This is going to organize my scenes. So if you're gonna, I know I said I would only be here for an hour, but I've just figured it out. So what I think I might do is I might put on some music and hang out and actually do this, because I did say I was going to fix my novel live. So I think I'm going to put my scenes in here. So as I said, I have I've done my scenes with that downloadable that I've got linked below, with that I figured out how to ask Chat GPT, how to ask the chat to write these outlines for me so I can see this all really clearly, which is great. But now I'm going to be able to see it visually here, and I'm going to be able to plug it into the actual spaces for it that I can see really clearly in this program. So I'm going to sit and do that. If you want to hang out and work on your project with me, that'd be fantastic. But I'm gonna put some music on. I'm gonna do some work. Please do hang out with me, and hopefully by the time lunchtime rolls around here in New South Wales, I will have this organized and I'll be able to write. Oh, welcome. Let us know what you're working on. We're gonna do some work now. I'm gonna put some music on and do some work. Fantastic. All right. So I've got some free music, so you can listen to it if you want. But it's free YouTube music. Yay, free YouTube music. I think. Where's my program? Let's close that. And there we go. Some open. Cool. Put on some music. Hi, Betsy. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, I've got the music. If you don't like it, I can turn it off. We have to refresh this. There we go. I need to refresh. How's everybody doing? think the moral of this story is it's going to do this live with StreamYard. StreamYard is sucking up a lot of my okay. Linked my romance to my main plot. Oh, I love this program. Even though it's taken a while to get the bug because of StreamYard. I don't know if I can get this one. I think what I need to do is increase. Okay, that's what I need to do. I need to add scenes here first. Okay. I figured it out. Hey me. I'm so clever. I'm so glad for my scene cards that the scene card template that I made yesterday. It was so great. It's plug and play. I just had to figure out where to plug it in. Okay. So Dunmark's a fair card. I'll just put all and then move them around. That's probably the most efficient way to do it. This one around. Yeah, I think I did this with crossing the threshold. Huh, I can change the colors up here. That's cool. This is so cool. That needs formatting, but that's a future me problem. I don't recognize that number. I'm not answering. I think I'm going to have trouble doing this as long as I'm streaming. How's everybody going? I may have to love you and leave you. Is everybody's work going well? I gotta tell you, I love this card I made. I love it so much. You ate supper. Good on you, Gussie. I think I might eat lunch. I think I might love you and leave you. And I will continue this, and I'll do a video on it. But doing this and running StreamYard at the same time doesn't seem to be working. StreamYard has said that they don't really like you using other tabs at the same time, and I'm using 3 tabs because I'm using my StreamYard, and I'm using Novel Factory, and I'm using Chat GPT, and so I'm crashing my computer. So I might just love you and leave you, and watch out because I will do a video on this organizing thing because I'm really excited about it. It's really fun and I'm really enjoying it. You can grab the links below to all the programs I talked about today, and I'll see you in the next. Thanks, y'all.